Hi guys, you're watching JustVish, and in this video I will share my 5 travel tips if you're traveling to Odisha. So let's get into it. So Odisha is known as India's best kept secret, and there's a very good reason why it's said so. It's because not a lot is known outside the realms of the local people here. So you gotta have a very strong research plan before you start traveling.
I think we went in the wrong hours, as in not the wrong hours, in the sunniest hours. So we were completely deflated once we were back. Although we did sight some really cute baby crocodiles and one big dad, I guess. And now then we fed ourselves, we recharged our batteries with a power nap, and we are back again and crossing this little river. And here goes our first batch of bikes.
And that's tip number 1. So you got to research very nicely before you start traveling. As a part of the research, you need to dig into real people-driven communities so that you get access to information from real people rather than some technological algorithm rigging up the data for you. So what I'm trying to say is you need to go ahead and look for communities online where there are real people talking about Odisha. For instance, we have a community called JustVish Adventure Club, where we have adventure stories from people within Odisha trying to share their adventure stories with you. So you get access to a lot of information from there. On the other hand, there are other communities as well. So look for real people-driven communities. You also need to account for the right season that you need to visit Odisha in. For instance, winters are the best time to visit Odisha. So for instance, you can come here and have a great time from November through, say, March. Our summers are very hot and monsoon's not good either. And after monsoons, we have a month of a cyclone period where most often or not, Octobers are when cyclones come. So November, December, Jan, Feb are the best time to visit Odisha. That's a little bit of research that I helped you in.
Ooh, this really? Yeah. So, a change of camera now. Like I was telling you, the rain gods wanted to show up, and they did in such.
They did big time.
Yeah, they came up with such grandeur that we are wet completely.
Even my shoes, everything is totally wet.
Yeah.
So if you're visiting Odisha for the first time, you need to have access to a local help. So speak to your friends, speak to someone. We Odia people are almost everywhere in the country. You'd find some Odia people somewhere who would be happy to help you with the information. So get some local information so that as you arrive, you know where the locals are going and what they're doing. So get some local help if possible.
It's always special to hear about the history of a place before you visit, so that's why it was very, very special to me to see actually the river, and Vish's dad informed me about the background of it. So it was, yes, very, very special and very good start of the day.
Apart from that, we have festivals throughout the year. So research about what festival unfolds when you're coming. So do that research as well. So that's your tip number 1. So geographically, Odisha is a pretty large state, and it's full of stories, experiences, events unfolding throughout the state. So whenever you're coming, tip number 2 is take time to visit. I would recommend you spend at least a day or 2 at one place before you move on to the next location, because there are so much to see and experience that you need at least a week's time. Anything less than that will leave you with a very touristy experience. So the people of Odisha are extremely creative people. I would personally say they're the most creative in the country. So when in Odisha, experience the art and craft of the state. And you'd be surprised to see the different forms of art that exist here. So whether it's Pipli's applique work, Raghurajpur's artisan village, the dokra, or the list just goes on and on. Experience art and craft firsthand. Go to the villages where these artisans live and experience the art form being created firsthand. This way you can also shop for such handicrafts and contribute firsthand towards prosperity of these communities. So that's tip number 3.
This is the wood carving which will eventually become an idol of Lord Jagannath. So I meet another artist. His name is Purna Chandra Mahapatra and he specializes in paper mache. And these are really beautiful works of art. Takes a lot of time and patience to build. I salute these artists.
So one of the most underrated cuisines in India is the Odia cuisine. You would be surprised to know the spread and the variety it has to offer. That is my next tip. When in Odisha, try the Odia cuisine. It'll be criminal to come here and order for butter chicken and naan and chow mein and other things. You'd still get them, but don't miss the opportunity to try the variety of pithas and the sweets and the non-vegetarian delicacies that the state has to offer. Don't miss that out. So before you come here, make a list of the food that you'd want to try and do check them off religiously. It will be amazing.
So we have the protagonist of the story, that is Pokhado. With Pokhado, he has given us some sago pakoda. This is cholera chips, more like pakoda. And this is tuna macho bhaja. This is tuna macho poda. This is chhattu poda. This is chicken masala. And then we have something, a plate filled with different types of things which goes specially with the Pokhado.
Well, Odisha is extremely rich in natural resources. And when you're here, I would strongly recommend you try the ecotourism. It could be a nature camp, a jungle camp, or just about a wild adventure stay. You can explore all the options on ecotourodisha.com. That's actually the official website of Odisha Forest Development Corporation, and you can go ahead and explore a variety of stays in a variety of beautiful, scenic, picturesque places. So that's a strong recommendation. But here's the thing, these are adventure stays and these are stays at remote, beautiful places. So the stays are okay, but don't expect too much luxury and a 5-star treatment. But the kind of natural resources going to surround you, you will be taken aback.
Beautiful campsite. Oh, amazing.
So guys, those were my 5 travel tips in Odisha. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, comment below. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you know someone who's coming to Odisha, if you're coming to Odisha, share the video with them. All the important links are in the description below. I will see you in another video. Until then, don't forget to live life with a dash of adventure. Bye bye.